Hey everyone, welcome back to Anna Talk Show. How much revenue have you lost this year? Okay, from January till now, from people who were interested to join your coaching offer, to join your group offer, but they never became a client inside your offer. Think about it for a second. Pause this video and think about it. How much revenue have you lost this year alone from people who showed interest, who booked a call, but they never became a client? People, you can think about like people who booked a call with you, they sent you a DM, they opened your emails, they clicked your links, they said like I am interested to work with you. They told like I love your content, I love your perspective, I love how you are solving this problem, but then they never bought. Actually, some of them ghosted you because most women of color coaches, they think they have a lead problem. How often are you saying in a day, I need more leads, I need more leads, I need more leads? What if your biggest opportunity is not getting more leads? What if the season you are in the business is not about getting more leads? It's not about spending more money on ads, spending more time on generating leads. What if it's actually converting more of the people that you already have, the leads that you already have who are in your audience right now? In this episode, I want to talk about one thing I would focus on if I wanted to earn back the lost revenue and increase client revenue by 50%. And it's not posting and creating more content, it's not having more followers, it's not creating and launching another offer. It's literally about conversion. I like what I see is happening with so many women of color coaches and industry experts is that you are working hard. You are the smartest person in the room. You are creating content, you are getting visibility, and you are booking sales calls. People are showing you that they are interested in your work, that they are interested to work with you in your coaching container. But when it comes to making a decision, when it comes to helping the buyer to move into like towards your offer, the client disappears, the client ghosts you, the client suddenly goes silent, right? They're giving you like answers like, I need to think about it. I need to talk to my husband. Summer is around the corner. My kids are at home. Now is not the time. I will actually follow up with you in 3 months. Because when that is happening in your business repeatedly, right, you don't need more leads. So if you're assuming I need more leads, that is not the bottleneck you need to fix in the business season you are in. Because if that is what you are trying to fix, that's why you are hustling. That's why you are working harder. That's why you end up putting so much effort in your business while the income is not matching that. Right? You don't need to work harder. You don't need to create more content. You don't need to create reels and create more lives or more outreach. If you are working with a business coach and that coach is still telling you to outreach 100 people a day, stop that. That's not working anymore. The market shifted, everything changed, right? So, the question you need to ask in this business season that you are in is, what happened to the people who already raised their hand and showed interest? Because if you are booking calls, you are booking sales calls, and you are not converting them, that's lost revenue. That's lost client impact. That's lost client revenue. And if people are consuming your content, but they are not moving, that's lost revenue as well. That's lost impact as well. If you are hearing the same objections over and over again on a sales call, in a sales conversation, and you don't know how to break that, that's lost revenue. That's lost impact. And most coaches are sitting on thousands, sometimes 5 figures in missed opportunities right now. And they are not seeing that fixing that one thing will actually get all the money back in their bank account. But in order to do that, you need to see the lost revenue that you have right now. So the biggest mistake you can do as a coach, as a woman of color coach and industry expert, is trying to solve a conversion problem with more marketing. Okay? You are trying to solve the conversion problem that you have right now with more marketing. Marketing gets attention. You already have attention right now. Conversion creates revenue, and they are not the same thing. They are not the same thing. I had a private client who thought she needed more leads. She joined my program with this one thought: I need more leads. But then we reviewed her sales call, okay? We actually went through her sales call and we discovered that she already had enough leads. She was swimming in leads. So the issue was that she was positioning herself as a friendly coach in that sales conversation. A lot of connection, lots of connection and lots of conversation, lots of love, laughter, but not enough leadership in a sales conversation, not enough diagnosing what the real problem is so that the client can see that you can help them, not enough helping the client understand the cost of staying where they were. So one small shift in her whole sales process changed everything. And she went away from thinking that she needed to have more leads. She actually focused on increasing her conversion. She focused on having high conversion rate because she realized that she wasn't missing leads, she was missing conversion, sales conversion. So when you improve conversion, everything in your business becomes easier. You don't need so many followers. What I teach inside Leverage 20 is how you can increase your revenue with a small audience. You don't need twice as many leads. You don't need to work twice as hard as a woman of color coach. You simply become better at turning the interest you already have into commitment to your offer. Let's say you are currently converting 20% of your sales call. Okay? What happens if you increase that 20% to 30%? What if you go from 30% to 50%? That's often where the fastest revenue growth comes from. Not from more activity in your marketing, not more money spent in paid ads, but having a better conversion. That's why I tell my clients, hey, paid ads is definitely a part in a business season later on where you are scaling your company, right? But if you have more leads, but you don't know how to convert them, you simply have more leads who are interested, but you cannot close them because you don't know how. You don't know how to get better with the conversion. So now you got some hot leads, you got some ready to buy leads, and they are getting cold and cold and cold because they are sitting longer in your audience without being converted in your offer. And now all the money that you spend on paid ads are like lost revenue because you didn't know how to convert those leads into customers. And that's why I believe many women of color coaches could increase their revenue by 50% or more simply by fixing what happens after the lead arrives, after the lead shows interest. I know you have been feeling frustrated with your business because you are great at coaching, you are great at delivering results for your clients, but you simply suck at attracting and converting leads, and you don't want to continue to work hard without seeing the results. You don't want to continue to work hard and not seeing the revenue reflecting it back, the effort you are putting in. Stop asking, how do I get more leads? You have enough leads. You are swimming in leads right now. And shift the conversation into, how do I convert more of the leads that I already have? That's the shift you need in the conversation you are having right now. Because your next revenue breakthrough, your next revenue or income ceiling or whatever may not come from more visibility. It actually comes from fixing the gap between interest and decision. And that is exactly what I am teaching inside my upcoming free masterclass, how to make 10K in client revenue on part-time hours. It's free. You just have to sign up in order to join us on July 20th at 12 p.m. CST. I'm going to show you how to increase conversion, create more urgency, and improve your sales process so that you stop leaving money on the table. The registration for the free masterclass is in the show notes. Click it, save your seat, and I will see you in the masterclass. Bye.